Everybody, this is Denny.
And this is James from TeaDB, and we are drinking some black tea, which is the Jinxuan, so the milk oolong varietal, grown in Thailand. So this is from Valerie over at Teaside, who I met in Chiang Mai, so thank you to Valerie. And he had mentioned to me when I was there that Thailand, the tea scene there, took a lot of cues in particular from Taiwan, so I guess it might not be too surprising that they have the milk oolong varietal there. But Denny actually sampled this tea, and you brought it back. You determined it was worthy for an episode.
I thought it was interesting. I think it has like a lot of really great aroma. It has a lot of obvious black tea flavors, and then some not so obvious stuff going on, which I thought was kind of cool. So thought it'd be a fun tea to bring to the show. It definitely has an oolong plummy smell to it, so let's get into that first. Go for it, sir. Really like strong, like a roasted oolong, pretty much. But it offers some different...
Yeah, a lot of sweetness in that aroma.
Yeah. It offers some different stuff going on, taste-wise. So this won't go forever. And so what I'm going to do is actually let it marinate for a little bit right now.
Yeah.
And then get a little bit more aggressive and quick with it.
Right. Is this a tea that's difficult to overbrew?
I think you could overbrew it. I think if you use too much leaf.
Yeah. Seems like that's kind of a common problem with overbrewing black teas.
Ooh, hot. Very hot still. Yeah. It's a really nice...
If you've never burned your nose hairs, you're not using hot enough water.
Jeez, yeah, seriously. I'm going to try to pour this...
I'm mainly serious there,
as tall as I can here. It's going a little bit everywhere. That's okay. Just to cool it off so we don't actually ruin our whole tea session here from the very get-go.
Right. Scott is a fan of that technique.
God.
Pours from like way up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has really wonderful like
it does
raisin.
Yeah, some of the fruit comes out a little bit more in this.
Cinnamony. Yum.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, it tastes very similar to the aroma. Sort of that really upfront sweetness.
Yeah.
Nice sort of texture to it. So we got that slightly silky thing going on.
Yeah, it's not too viscous. It's got nice viscosity. It's still light right now, but opening up. And for me, the thing that will maybe turn or change is the nuttiness of this tea. So a typical oolong, a roasted oolong, might not turn into a sort of those nutty acorn, Yunnan black flavors as much. Not the earthiness of that, but just more of the sort of creamy nuttiness flavor. So I think we'll see that happen here, but maybe not. Just a little bit of like a spicy after.
I could get that. Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah. It's interesting. This tea is actually 2 years old.
Yeah.
It still tastes pretty fresh.
Yeah. I think so. On the sort of gradient of things that die off quickly, you're going to have a white teas, then green teas, and then your black teas.
And greener oolongs before then,
Yeah. Actually, that's a valid point.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty intuitive, I think. It's like generally the
color gradient.
Sort of teas that really give a fresh flavor and stuff like that.
Right.
Good idea to drink them quickly.
Indeed.
And you're sort of paying attention to the color there on the Gaiwan.
Yeah. Definitely.
You're not reading the tea leaves and seeing the astrological symbol.
A little bit of that, mostly just making sure that I don't overbrew the tea, which is why, I'm examining it. I think this tea is really friendly, really like easy to approach. So in terms of the test of motherhood,
very well. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, 2 thumbs up or something like that. I don't know. How do T's thumbs work?
How do mom thumbs work?
How do magnets work?
Whoa.
There's a Sean Carroll did an insane clown posse joke about magnetism. Okay, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Just a little bit deeper flavors. Sweetness is not quite as apparent.
Right.
Like a little spicy now.
Yeah.
A little earthier. Feeling more like a black tea.
Yeah, it's pretty soft and laid back as far as a tea goes, just in general. And I guess black teas tend to be sort of in that genre often, but it's very easy to drink. Good one to sip on at work, assuming you don't overbrew it. Yeah, and it has a really lovely fruity residual sweetness. Not quite plummy, but something in that kind of like vein of conversation. I'm going to go ahead and actually just go full nuclear on this next one and just see how it fares. Right. It's for the sake of science. For the sake of science, yeah. We have had no hint of bitterness or astringency, to my palate at least, for these first couple. So, right. It seems like it's holding up pretty well. Yeah, and it would probably brew out to be something similarly strong if you were to sort of maintain or reboil at the temperature that I used. That was good enough. And, so I think being heavy-handed with this tea is probably not necessary, but we're just going to give it a shot just to see what happens. So pretty much immediately off of the boil. I'm looking for a little bit of just increased strength in the flavor profile. Mm-hmm. A little more body. Yeah, exactly. And we'll see if it handles the really hot water well and doesn't get any more bitter, then we know we can be a little more flexible with this tea too. Yeah. So, yeah, but just a pleasant tea. It kind of makes sense in summertime too. I sort of like these, I don't know, more comfortable, light black teas. Would you be able to tell that this tea is a non-traditional growing area? It's grown in Thailand. I think it's too difficult to tell, like, this is grown in Thailand, but, like, does it taste similar enough? It sort of hugs... I think that these different teas can kind of hug different boundaries and overlapping circles, if you will. Right. So this one kind of hugs more of the roasted oolong black tea flavor profile than it would like just a deep replica of a Yunnan black or something. Mm-hmm. So I don't think so. I don't think I'd be able to figure out what this is just from tasting it. Honestly, mm-hmm. It tastes kind of like two familiar teas, mm-hmm. in depending on what cup you're drinking. So nothing dramatically different for those that are used to sort of your standard Chinese or Taiwanese oolong black teas. I think it has like a little bit more sweetness and fruitiness than some black teas that you would get from Yunnan. Like actually a lot more. But it also tastes something sort of like Oriental Beauty does. Yeah, which is a great... about to say, that smells really similar now to Oriental Beauty. Yeah, so it's sort of... There are plenty of teas that kind of also tread the, these overlapping circles. This one's no different. Can I tell if it's from Thailand? I have no idea. Yeah. What's that? That's the lawn guy, probably. Oh, they're filming a Tom Cruise movie next door with a lawnmower soundstage. Yeah. I think Tom Cruise goes after a guy with a lawnmower or something. Yeah. Mission Impossible 17. Can Tom Cruise operate a lawnmower? Next time on Mission Impossible. Oh, it's getting loud. Oh, God. All right, this is going to be really hot, by the way, so let's let this hang out for maybe a second. When do you see yourself drinking this sort of a tea, James? Kind of a typical question we would ask in the day or in a progression of a, day in life. Right. So for me, I rarely drink black teas very often on my own. So for me, it's usually like maybe if I'm sitting down with a friend, we're going through a few teas. Yeah. I like to sometimes mix it up, go with a black tea or an oolong or something like that. So starting the session out with something like that, something more sweet, more aromatic, and then moving to, I don't know, raw pu'er or something like that is pretty typical. So that would be sort of when I drink it. Yeah. What about for you? Similar. Cheers. Cheers. That's probably the best brew. It's thicker. I still don't get any bitterness really off of it. So it performs quite well on the stress test. Yeah, indeed. Just a little air again of that sort of spiciness, black pepperiness, wonderful sweetness. It kind of wraps around my mouth a little bit.
unlike a raw pu'er, this tea isn't affecting the whole body. It's not like getting just like, smacked in the face.
It's not like drugs.
It's not like drugs. I mean, some teas, but it's like actually a legitimate thing to say.
Yeah.
Some teas are just so, they fuck you up, kind of. And this one's like, you can operate heavy machinery.
This tea is not like a Oxycontin cocktail mixed with weed or anything like that. Yeah. Not that I've ever had that. But
right.
Yeah.
Well, with that finisher, James, if people wanted to learn about tea and not about that, and also, where can folks find this tea? So it's a little hard to procure.
You can go to t-side.com. He's the only guy that I really know that's selling a lot of these Thai-grown teas, and he really hunts out the stuff that he believes is very exceptional. So I think a lot of the teas grown there are pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. So I think this one does stand out as being particularly good. So you can check out him if you are interested in Thai-grown teas especially. You can hit that subscribe button down below for us.
Right.
So you can get regular updates about our videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And hit us on all the social medias.
TeaDB.org for plenty of written content as well. And the newsletter and all that stuff.
That we haven't sent in 3 years.
We send a newsletter
when we want to send a newsletter.
Yeah.
Middle finger.
Yeah. This has been a little bit of a garbage fire of an episode, but we drank a tea, so keep watching. You know what this is about. I mean, they know at this point. It's been 277 episodes, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.
Cheers.